situation. We don't spend time hesitating. And I wouldn't say we're crazy in love, I would just say we're crazy enough. Cause girl, you're just so comfortable. Girl, you're just so comfortable. Girl, you're just so comfortable. I hope that you just feel it all too. Cause girl, you're comfortable, let's go. Feels so good just when I roll through. And I just think it's so crazy what you do to me. Girl, you're the baddest thing, you know that. And I really need you to show it. So turn around, let me get you on the cold. Slow it down. Jeans on when we hit the town. We don't really care who's around. But baby, I'm with you if you gon' be down. Cause girl, you're just so comfortable. Girl, you're just so comfortable. Girl, you're just so comfortable. You just feel it out, you're just so comfortable. Cause girl, you're comfortable. It just feels so good just when I roll through. I just think it's so crazy what you do to me. Girl, you're the baddest thing, you know that.
Welcome back, Overwatch fans, to another amazing night.
We have a fantastic match tonight, no question about it.
Oh my god, yes!
Put the barrage! Make sure they can't even follow up afterwards.
And Wash has found 2 in this fight thus far. Make that 3, make that 4 right now here. Dynamic team gets a 4-man tire!
Those who find the picks will save the fights, and they don't really need to save what they've already won.
Andre gets 3 with the primal rage!
Experience Tranquility.
Hello and welcome to the Tranquility Valorant Cup of 2023. It's going to be a banger and a strange cast today, as my name is Gio and I'm joined by Dextron, and there's a slight note we should make about our level of experience casting this.
None.
Both of us. So it's going to be a fun one. It'll be entertaining at the least. We have 2 great teams either way. We have Colon Free with Rizz and Redacted facing up against each other. It will be a best of 3, and Dex will be starting on Ascent.
Yeah, I wish I knew a little bit more about Ascent. I know I've played it. I know I have played it at some point that I have tried picking up this game, but I don't remember what it looks like.
Well, it's one of the maps, and there are bomb sites. So I'm sure spikes will be planted and diffused. I actually think Ascent's one of my favorite ones. There's that kind of middle section where it's like big and open, it's a big open square, and you usually see lots of people go for snipers, sniper shots in the middle. So I think this will be an interesting map to start.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be already heading into the agent selects right now for both these teams here at the moment. As you can kind of see everyone's name. We're cutting off one person there like a Mike Wazowski down in the left corner, but you know, it happens.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll get their time of fame, but for now, they are redacted, which works well with their team name. How much do you know about the different types of agents and what you want to kind of run as a comp?
I don't know that much, man. I'm gonna be honest, but I mean, I know you always want to try to. I always know you want to try to have a duelist, but that's really the only like type of agent I remember necessarily by name. But like, I'm just looking at these 2 teams' rosters right now, and both their rosters and their ranks. Redacted comes in this one with 4 people that are unranked on their actual roster. Their highest one that is ranked is the Mormon, that is a Plat 1. So I believe we are seeing them here pull out the
Select
Astra.
your
I'm pretty
agent.
sure that's who that is. But when you look at with Rizz's team here, you know, they have a couple diamond players and 3 gold players. So I'm really gonna be looking at those diamond players for the with Rizz team to kind of carry their weight right now going into this one.
Yeah, definitely the players to be looking out for sure. Of course, you know, rank isn't everything in organized play, but it's a very good indicator. Especially when I see there's a bronze 3 in there on Redacted, which I'm curious to see what they'll get up to, what shenanigans might come from that. However, you know, like you say, the side of Void, sorry, with Rizz, sorry, we had the teams wrong before this. Yeah, with Rizz got those diamond players in Borquin and Super Polar Bear. So watch out for those players.
Yeah, but you know, like I mentioned, there's 3 or 4 players on that redacted team who are unranked, but they have a roster of 7. So we're at least going to be seeing 2 of these unranked players come in here right now. And it does look like, trying to find names there, but I'm not really recognizing anyone with them just yet. But, you know, 4 unranked players, I feel like those are all just sort of anomalies. Like, they could be really good players who have, you know, maybe not ranked up or queued up in enough competitive games yet to get their rank, or they might be players who are brand new playing this game for the first time.
Yeah, it's a for fun tournament, so we're gonna have fun with it as we're opening up, and it will look like they are gonna be pushing B here through mid side. Just trying to get some scouting information for now. Heavy defenses on A as of now, as they kind of just being patient with it, not rushing in. I do like this patience here. There it is. Here's the rush coming in through midway. That information is going to get to the rest of the team of Redacted, as they're going to make their way over from A. But here comes the push. Frag coming in from Luke, takes out Monami. Delirious also goes down. Only 3 left here for the attacking side as they push in here. Damn! Luke getting those 2 frags, but will get taken out. It's messy. It's 3-on-1 right now. Spike's gonna get planted, but at what cost? It's gonna be tough to keep this one alive, and will go down.
Yeah, you know, Luke absolutely finding those 3, I believe it was 3 early kills, really helped their team out there. Really put the with Rizz team at such a disadvantage early in that bomb site there. I really liked how they did start off the round, trying to play it slow, not necessarily letting Redacted know where they were going to go originally with their push. Like the slow play up mid, I've seen it a lot when I play this map, the couple times I have played it. But now, going into the second round here, the Redacted team does have a little bit more money in that economy, as you already kind of see them going in with some buys here. You see 2, I believe those are Spectres. You have a Bucky, and I'm forgetting what the other SMG is called right now, but you're seeing them kind of come out right now with 4 SMGs and a Bucky. I really do like seeing the Bucky here come out from Redacted.
Yeah, and that's really going to allow them some advantage here, but not going for an eco on the side of the defense, so they are going to be met with some resistance in terms of guns. There was that long-range capability coming out from that scout rifle.
Delirious did see Nick there, but decided not to go after. They didn't hear one. Can't take a couple shots there at Mormon. Get some damage on them. Leave them with only 2 health, but already a trade coming out here.
Yeah, very aggressive, and that's going to leave them down. Mormon here with 2 HP, and yeah, that's going to be easy taken down by the turret of all things. Oh no, that extra player getting their value in.
Rizz here is going to rotate to B, and they do have the site open as the 2 members for Redacted are still currently rotating back from the A site.
Yeah, this is going to allow them to bunker down here on B and get that spike down. As you see this kind of pincer maneuver here from the 2 remaining Redacted members. Kind of looking to push in here, but heavily defended. Coming from attacker side is going to actually take Monami down. Zero pushes in. Oh, gets taken out. Super Polar coming up big. Can't take Luke down, but there it is from behind. The numbers advantage coming into play.
Yeah, and with Rizz evening it up there after that first round loss where they kind of did struggle, but it was really off of a good round there by Luke in that first one. However, second one, yeah, they went down early, but they got a quick trade right back. And it seemed like with them going up mid towards A, that almost everyone for Redacted kind of rotated towards A. And all that Rizz had to do was pick up the 1 kill on the rotator from B to A, and then they had a wide open B site, and that just played right into their advantage.
Yeah, kind of like a bait in a way, like really kind of forcing their defenses off to 1 bomb site so they can open up the other. Quite smart.
And now we already see Mormon getting caught out here by that Koyo there of Bonomi. But Mormon here just trying to get some shots there, gonna try to back up, but they are pretty much in between a rock and a hard place right now.
Oh yeah, they are stuck in this corner, but through the smoke finds a frag and another Mormon coming up huge with 5 HP, and that's gonna really give some advantage here. The
One
defenders,
enemy
especially now with Nick getting that
Spike down
double
A.
frag, opening it up huge. Now only the Jet of Delirious on the attacking side, 1 against 4. How do you play this one?
I mean, they don't have Spike right now. They're going to rotate through the backside of A here, and they do see Luke right there. They could get them. I believe they know they're there as they are making some noise up there. However, they're going to try to be quiet here, but jumping up there, Luke noses them right away and takes them out with a nice headshot kill there from the Sheriff.
Yeah, nice one tap of the Sheriff will end that here. Now with Redacted taking the lead again, 2-1 now.
Yeah, and again, you start to see, some players here full buying out. We are in the 4th round. That kind of is around the time where I would always expect you could see players buying up. But the main thing here is look at Redacted's economy still. They have a lot of money still in the bank while you look at Rizz's here. All under 1,000 credits. It is not going to be a fun round for them. And it's essentially, they're playing it into a must-win kind of round for them.
Yeah, but if you back a Tiger into the corner, they might just bite. And that's what they're hoping to put themselves into here. Smoke comes up in the choke. Throwing forward.
You should run.
Trying to control this area as the door comes down. But they're very well aware the full rotates here. Defenders full and ready to keep this one alive as the spike is getting planted. All of them pretty much coming from that north side of the map. Giving them good vision. 3 HP. Luke is going to go down to that. Only 3 attackers left. There's Mormon coming in. Gets taken out. It's a trade. Heavy traded fight right now. But that's going to end up and the spike will get defused.
Yeah, this is the second time we've seen Rizz being able to plant this, or actually no, this is the 3rd time we've seen him being able to plant the spike here, but only so far 1 time out of those 3 have they actually been able to win the round off it there. While they did end up losing the first person in that round, they still played a very good bomb site there. They found the next 2 kills, but Luke absolutely kind of just carried their team there, 2 kills, and really did a lot of damage there for them. But as you kind of see now, you see with Rizz here going into a full kind of save mode, all riding with Spectres, one riding with, I believe that's called it's not the Marshal.
Marshal?
But
is
it the Marshal?
I think it's the Marshal.
Yeah, so it is the Marshal. So they're going to try to play this round very safe. Looks like they're going to try to do a slow push up here in mid, but you do see 1 player going B and 1 player going A. Maybe just trying to see what they can see at each point before they decide on going to a site.
Yeah, patience from that first round, but there's Sova finding a double. Grant really bringing it up big in this possible thrifty move, but Grant gonna get taken out. It's a good trade, but still the attackers have the advantage, especially with that spike down. A is pretty much under control, but a very far flank for Manami. This could be a mistake if they stay too far out of the fight, basically making it equal in the numbers here. Here comes the aggression, taking out Delirious. Luke finding that pick. It's gonna get taken out.
Does pop his ultimate though, but Manami here picks up the 2nd kill. Luke can still get rezzed here, but looks like they're not going to be able to get rezzed here as Bateson jumps down. Now it's a 2 or 3v1 situation.
Yeah, and this is going to be tough, especially if that spike almost over. And there it is. Bomb might explode and kill them. Yeah, no, Super Polar Bear does not make it out. But that was huge because that was a submachine gun round going into a full buy.
Yeah, we talked about that was a save round, like you said, going to a full buy against Redacted there, and just 2 quick early kills coming out there from, I believe it was Grant, really opened everything up for their team there as they just pushed in on A once they knew they had the numbers advantage there. And now you see they're gonna go in the full buy here again. Hagel though seems to still be rocking with that Marshal, at least at the moment. Looks like they're gonna stick with it, and now they're going a full B push here. There are 3 members of Redacted at A, so this might be the right play for them if they're able to play the angles right.
Absolutely. A lot of this game has revolved around point A so far, so coming in here, you probably know they're going to have a little bit more of a scant defense as the recon drone is going to come through, gets taken out. Now everyone's well aware, everyone from the defense rushing around to help B out. But Polar Bear takes Luke out of it. Now the attackers have control of the point. They're going to be able to get that spike down. Defenders, they're going down one by one. There's a bit of a trade, but Monami coming up big with a double frag there. Wallbang there from Delirious also. Now it's only the Astra of Mormon against Free. Might play it safe here, but it looks like they are going to go in for the hero play. This could be big.
I mean, it could be big. If they can find 1 or 2 picks here, everything could change for them as they go into their Astra phase, or whatever, sectoral phase, or whatever you call it. But all 3 members of With Rizz are on the point right now. However, it doesn't necessarily matter as Delirious is able to take them out there. Maybe the smart play, like you said, would have been just picking up that Vandal there and backing out. But it's a for fun tournament. You were winning the game at that point. All you did was just tie it up, so it's not that much of a loss. And they're still going to be able to buy out here, but their economy, though, not looking the best.
Yeah, kind of like how you mentioned previously with Rizz. Oh, that's hard to say. But yeah, they're backing themselves into a corner here, at least financially. So they are in the must-win scenario.
Yeah, and again, this time we're seeing a full A push from With Rizz. 3 members of Redacted are on A right now, so they're kind of expecting this, or at least going to be ready for it. However, some of them are being suppressed right now, especially Zero. But now, look, Mormon picks up the first kill here, and the rest of their team rotating to this A site.
Yeah, this is a full A rush right now. You see Zero running away. It's going to get to half health there, as a very aggressive With Rizz pushes in right now. Oh, but there's Mormon on the flank. Gonna get that elimination. This door has not been closed, allowing for this rotation to occur, and the defense are coming in huge. Mormon has 4 right now, but gets taken out. The possible ace is at an end. And there it is with a finish. The defenders are gonna hold in there.
Yeah, Mormon, though. 4 kills. They're almost getting the ace. I was really hoping to see it there. Just did not happen for them. However, team ends up winning the round. They're the only death though from their team that round. However, you know, gonna be they have a pretty healthy economy right now. On the other hand, With Rizz is gonna have to really dig deep into their pockets here. As you can already see, Grant has to ask a teammate here to buy. However, they're not in the worst scenario right now, so it's still another full buy round coming out for them. And it looks like they're going to try a full B rush again, while 3 members of Redacted are sitting on A. You know, if With Rizz wants to try to play this fast, like, B rush might be the thing here for them, but they're going to try to play it slow.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. Just getting some scout. They do have their jet mid for possible catching out of the rotations. Smoke comes into the choke with that tower up, allowing them to push through, getting that information, and that's going to allow them to push all the way through to B, so the defenders back up a bit, waiting for those numbers to come back into equal stance, looking to force their way back onto this point. No one's gone down as of yet. It's a battle, but there's the trades coming out. That might open it up for the defense to push in. Grant on a nice flank here, however. This is cheeky.
Very much so right now. Is Delirious in a really good spot, especially if no one checks their corners. However, Superior Polar just absolutely picking up their team right now. 3 kills for them.
Yeah, the team's on the shoulders of the Polar Bear. And yeah, here you're just going to probably want to back up. In fact, that's what's going to happen. And, actually went back in briefly. I was scared might get taken out by the bomb, but they will at least get to save their economy, that 1 player, so not too bad.
Yeah, just again, a good kind of response round from With Rizz here. They've been able to pretty much respond almost every time Redacted has won around here. As you can kind of see right there, it went, you know, Redacted 1, then Rizz, then Redacted 1-2, Rizz 1-2. We've gone back and forth, so this is a very even game so far. Like, you look at the scoreboard right now, Mormon and Luke kind of carrying their team. They have the exact same KDA right now. Super Polar Bear, though, is absolutely carrying With Rizz right now. 10 kills. The next best person has 5. However, they are looking pretty good right now, though. I like and don't like that they're all committing to a map or a site. As we've seen, they've split up before and it's worked out great for them. But Luke finds another early kill. He has been on fire just finding these early kills.
Oh yeah, and there's Mormon also. This is already very tough on the attack right now. They've lost 2. Here comes that jet ult. Gets taken out, but heavy damage onto the Omen of Super Polar Bear. And you see them kind of going back, maybe looking to rotate to B. And actually right now they've got the trades and they've equalized the numbers right now. Going for this flank.
Yeah, actually, they might be trying to fake this right now. Play it very slow. Like you can see whoever I believe that's the Sova going up mid right now, just sitting over there. But the rest of with Rizz is kind of still playing slow towards A. And now, you kind of see Redacted. They have one player just kind of hanging out in the middle of A and B before they finally now commit to go to B. And with Rizz played this perfectly. They're now almost all going back to A and only have to deal with Luke, but that's the biggest problem. They have to deal with Luke.
Yeah, Luke might just be able to get this one, especially since Polar Bear is on pretty much 1 HP right now. That spike's gonna get planted. Oh, Grant through the smoke, I think, almost. Or maybe went up for that flank, actually. Yeah, I was a bit wrong there, but went for the flank. Takes down the attacker. Sorry, the defender. Now, only 1 here against 2. If they could equalize it, finding Polar Bear with that low health, they might be in a decent chance, but they need to locate that player first of all. Turret is going to do the scouting for the attacking side right now. They both know they're on point. They're waiting for that sound cue. Oh, damaged there by a bit of a molly. Smoke comes up, allowing Super Polar Bear to push, but the turret takes them down with that low health. Can it be taken out?
If I died,
Actually, don't know. Oh. That was an interesting point. That was really back and forth.
Yeah, it really was, but just an overall great play from with Rizz there. They sold Redacted on the rotate, but faked it. Kept going to A. All they had to do was get rid of Luke. They got a nice shot on Luke, taking him out, leaving that site wide open, and a numbers advantage, and it worked out to their favor right now. And now, Redacted kind of looks like they're going into a little bit of a save round here. I'm not against it, but at the same time, you have some money, and you're now currently losing, I think, for the first time in this game right here. But looks like they're going to commit with this save round. I'm going to be interested to see what happens here. Mormon on this Bucky. I love to see it.
Oh, being very, very cheeky right now in this smoke. Looked for a bit of a pick. Couldn't find it. And yeah, like you say, got that Bucky. Going to be holding this close angle with this smoke to try and get someone out. But they are going to get caught out. They've heard that shotgun blast. They know something is up. They're making a lot of noise at B right now, so they might actually be trying to bait them out. You see some of those players actually going for a flank.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting to see some Redacted players just kind of play this very slowly here. You still have one looking right down mid, and now with Rizz, at least four of the 5 of their players are now rotating away from A. You still have that Omen there, kind of just sitting in the corner, trying to bait out that Astra, but now you're starting to see the with Rizz team going through mid. At least the person carrying the spike is here of Grant.
Oh. The patience here, Super Polar Bear. No way. Don't try it. Oh, the confidence, but... Oh,
No. Oh!
30 seconds left.
Wait, they know something's up. Nick's know something off. Gets taken out for it. Now, the defenders are down bad. They've got 3 against 5, and that rotation has come back onto A, and attacking this one with low numbers is going to be tough, and that's through the smoke. Super Polar Bear has smoke sight. Doesn't matter what's up, they'll get you.
Whew. Orman, though, able to get a kill here with the Bucky, but Super Polar Bear takes him right out again. 1v4 right now, make it a no v4, as with Rizz able to continue on this round win streak here. I believe it's now up to 3.
Yeah, that momentum's now really with them, and I mean, so far it has been quite a back and forth game, but you know, they really are starting to get that momentum, and a bit of a timeout here, though, for the defending team of Redacted. Could this be a bit of a tactical moment where they're kind of taking a moment to breathe and talk about stuff?
I mean, at this point, yeah, I would assume it is that, like, it's been a really close game up until this point, with Rizz finally able to kind of pull away a little bit here. First time we've seen that all game, with it really being a back and forth game, and with Rizz has done it by just playing everything slow and making Redacted try to choose whether or not they're going to rotate to the other bomb point or stay where they are right now. The last 2 rounds, perfectly played by Rizz, just faking the rotations or slowly rotating and then rotating back to their original bomb site gave them such a numbers advantage, and it worked out for them each time.
Yeah. I wonder, however, if Redacted will start to notice that. And I think if they've noticed that everyone is going to one bomb site at first, you could probably send someone to go for a bit of a cheeky flank and start to catch those members rotating kind of off guard a bit. I wonder if that's something that they could try here for this defense.
Yeah, but now you see it's a full buy against a full buy. However, with Rizz, economy looking strong right now. Mormon, Luke, and Batsia here, all under 1,000 credits. Like, they have to get some kills this round or have to really win this round. But I like this. With Rizz is doing a split kind of defense here. Bomb, though, is going A. So if these three members at B can make a lot of noise, they leave themselves a wide open side B. And Ori, look at that. The noise they're making is forcing a rotate out from everyone from Redacted on that A site.
This is so smart. This is the first time they've done it, and that's why it's being so effective. A is completely open for the taking. Everyone has left it, and they have not lost a single member for it. Now you see that kind of that noise-making distraction side start to really back up and go for that rotate. I think maybe the defenders are going to start to notice. Yeah, they're going to start rotating back to check if A is going to go down, and there is the spike planted. However, the attackers are a bit split.
The attackers lost someone to a turret on the bomb site. They planted the bomb, but now they're at such a numbers disadvantage because they lost someone to a turret on B site. And now look at this. This is just going to be a straight diffuse here. Luke gonna just stick it through the damage. And they're able to win this round. A round where we were basically praising Rizz there. Whoever one little mistake by them leads to Redacted getting right back in this one.
Yeah, that really put them off kilter, completely unbalanced, and they even invested that Sova after the defuse came in, and that is not what you want to be seeing, using that high utility, that ult, after the objective is complete. It's going to start to be tough here if you're going to get in your own head there, but they still have the lead by 1.
They still have the lead by 1. And, you know, a little bit of a better economy. Only one person died that round for Rizz. You know, you did see Redacted kind of full buy out there. You do see one of the characters rocking with the Bucky, though. However, sticking here, Delirious has an up, down, mid here. Gonna try to punish anyone who just peeks their head out a little bit too much.
Yep. There is that scout coming out. That's Sova gonna see some things. Flash comes out, hits 0. They mess up their nade there because of it. The Roomba gonna come out also. Still looking for those rotations.
You should run.
From B with that sniper. Gonna push up now. And it looks like they might be full rotating here to B, just completely abandoning A. It's gonna be tough to rotate when you're down numbers for the defense.
Yeah, but you know, they could still hold some angles here, and if they're able to pick up Grant here, that's huge for them. Grant has been one of the better players for this Rizz team right now. Delirious has been popping off with the op this round. However, you know, they're not even on this B site yet. You know, you could see Rizz here kind of just control the tempo here, but you're finally starting to see the bomb for Rizz here get on the B site and get planted.
Yep, and no trades as of yet, however. B is pretty much fully secured by with Rizz, and the attackers having trouble rotating onto point. They might need to trade someone for it, but they know that they'll put them in an even bigger disadvantage. You weren't ready, you went round with the knife, that's a disaster. Delirious goes down.
Oh no, that's the wrong person that you were going to try to knife there. Mormon has been on a tear here recently. Make that already 2 kills for them right now.
So together, they don't even know. Oh, Mormon coming up huge. They might get this. No, they'll go down. And yeah, that defuse isn't going to be able to happen. It's too tight.
Yeah, what a round there from both sides. Mormon almost bringing this back for their team there, just not able to. As with Rizz, able just to kind of play that one perfectly there. Last round of that half, and just look at the players at the top right now. Mormon and Super Polar Bear, both over 10 kills. The only players in this lobby right now over 10 kills. However, Mormon has 10 deaths, but that's not necessarily saying anything bad about them. They're only down 2 points here going, or 2 rounds going into this half here. I mean, this is still anyone's game in my opinion.
Yeah, and with the side switching, that can completely change the landscape, right, of the game, because maybe one team is a little bit more proficient at attacking or defending, so we're going to start to really see if one of these teams is an expert at defending or attacking. We will see, as the sides have been switched, everyone out with that ghost now.
Yeah, Redacted here doing a split kind of push here on these sides. However, they left the bomb away from anyone right now, just kind of sitting towards their or near their spawn. We're finally seeing one player pick it up. I guess they just want to kind of scout out each side right now, but at the moment, A side is completely clear. However, there's a lot of stuff there that will let Rizz know if they are going A.
Yeah, it's a kind of like a defense-like kind of thing, but Luke's going to find Grant's head and takes them out. Delirious takes Luke out, but immediately traded out, so Rizz still have that advantage, but Redacted's going to get another trade there. Super Burn Moami actually bringing himself into the advantage right now with those frags. And so far, yeah, that spike's still down mid. You need to get that to a bomb site, but A's pretty much held down in this rotate to B. Well, there's someone checking it, and Moami doesn't miss very often, it would seem.
Yeah, and also just what a good team play coming out there from Rizz. I believe it was the I forget the name of the character, but they threw that orb there. It kind of just blinded that one player there for Redacted and allowed the Koyo there just to kind of easily take them out as they were trying to walk towards A site.
Yeah. No, the bomb didn't
10
get
seconds
planted.
Spike planted.
Very patient from the defenders, despite the fact that there's only one of them. But gonna go down, yeah. That's the second time we've seen someone run with a knife into a dangerous area and get taken out.
You know, sometimes you just, bringing knives to a gunfight is not always a good deal, especially when you're at a numbers disadvantage. But Rizz winning the first round here on defense. I'm getting word from the chat that this is apparently a very defensive-sided map, or at least it's a defensive-sided map a little bit. And Rizz now, kind of in the driver's seat with this one. Has a little bit of money that they're going to spend here, as you already see them do. Some Spectres, some, I saw the name of it last round, forgot it already, and a Marshal. So, they're going here with somewhat of a full buy, and now one person going completely to, I believe that's an Odin, or is it? But again, another little split push here to start for Redacted. Bomb, though, still sitting on B side, and did that player take some damage? No, they did not. However, that did force him to kind of be a little bit wary. However, Mormon's going to get spotted out here by Grant, and Grant has this Ares, which is a very, very scary gun for a second round pick.
Yes, indeed. Now, kind of, going for those jiggle peeks, sees that they're still committing to B, probably giving them an idea that the spike might actually be this way. There it is, yeah. It's all about the scout, yeah. And Grant is actually the lowest ranked player on their side, and despite that, Grant has came up big for Rizz. So it's really great to see when players are a little bit lower ranked and still come up big when they're against players who are sometimes 2 ranks above them.
Yeah, and a lot of it goes in the team play, but a lot of it just goes in the, confidence in them, in their playing ability right now. And you're seeing that right now with Grant, just absolutely having himself a game right now.
30
but
seconds left.
This round so far has been very, very slow. We've seen a couple players be spotted out, but no one really trying to push anything here. But Hagel, able to pick up Mormon there with the Marshal headshot kill to start everything off here.
Yeah, that's exactly what you see, and no trade coming in, so still very effective. The bomb will still get planted as the defenders rotate, but there's a trade already. Now only 2 for the attacking side of Redacted. Can the defenders get a good rotate here? I see Zero being sneaky in hell right now, but gets taken out into the afterlife. Grant comes up huge, and we were just talking about the player and to get a double frag at the end.
Yeah, like I said, that Ares can be very scary on round 2 because a lot of the times, if you're going to buy a gun as that team that lost round 1, you're pretty much not buying armor, and the Ares will just absolutely rip through you right now. And now Redacted almost has to kind of force buy here to keep themselves in this one. I mean, you see some people here buying, you know, a sheriff. You see a Spectre. You see a Marshal. Nick trying to decide what they're going to do here. They do have some money, but you're looking at Rizz right now. Kind of going to save this round as well. You know, a Stinger, an Ares, 2 Spectres, and a Marshal still. So they're playing this kind of, you know, safely right now, or smart, just in case they do lose this round. However, another split start here from Redacted. Gonna be pretty much, I imagine, the thing we see from them almost every round now, but the majority of them are still going A. Bomb, though, I believe, is with them on this A site for the first time, however.
Yeah, that's the kind of spice they've added, trying to kind of catch out Redacted there. Sorry, yeah, with Rizz, but it seems like with that rotate to A, they're not falling for it at all. Got this shotty here, nice and close, but yeah, it's gonna be tough pushing in. Mormon will find Hegel there with the Sheriff. That might mean we see a push soon, because even a trade will still give the advantage in numbers here to Redacted.
You see that?
One enemy
You
remaining.
see the push come right out, but it
Down
immediately
A.
goes right back in their faces there. 5 members alive before that push. Only 1 left
30
alive right
seconds
now.
left.
It is Luke, however. That has been a player that has been really good for this Redacted team so far.
Yeah, no matter how good you are, however, you are against free, and you need to be the aggressive player on the attack, so it's going to be very tough. You see them checking this angle here with that Marshal. Just needs a headshot to take them out. Going to push in, but the flash immediately will take them out. What a heroic effort there by Super Polar Bear with a double frag immediately to give their side the advantage, but it's now 10-5 Redacted. They're in a very, very tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, up until pretty much the 10th round, this was a really, really close game. But after that, with Rizz absolutely just opened it up in their favor. I mean, Redacted has kind of struggled here recently. And as the sides switched, you know, it has not been in their favor at all so far. While they have picked up the first blood 2 out of the 3 times, on this attacking side, they haven't been necessarily able to do anything with that advantage, because with Rizz is actually playing both these sites and their rotations very, very smartly and soundly.
Yeah, they're being very intelligent, and it's really coming up big for them. They're not overspending when they know they don't need to. They're being very particular with what they're buying, and it's really working out for them. They've also so far been very good at kind of sensing what the attacking team's planning. You saw that when they kind of tried to fake that they were going for a split push onto B, but the spike was with A, but they rotated A. They knew it. They have Gigabrain.
Yeah, sometimes guessing right every time is a skill, but right now, Redacted looking like they're going to try maybe a mid push here, as they're not going full towards that A site. However, now 2 of them break off and go that way, while 3 of them looking to go down mid.
Yeah, that push 2 down mid here, but watch out, Super Polar Bear's waiting in that smoke for you. Takes them out. Oh, before there was only 1. Gets caught out because of that double rotate. Mormon not only trading it, but getting a double there. That's huge. Now, the numbers advantage is for the attacking side of Redacted. They're going to get that spike planted, and they're going to hold this point down. The attacking side is definitely going to be needing to push into this one with a number disadvantage.
Yeah, and you see them already close that door there, so they know that if they're going to see the Rizz team come through there, they're going to have to make a lot of noise. And right now, Hegel, though, able to find Mormon. That's a huge pick. Mormon pound those 2 early picks. And now Hegel finds a 3rd, but we do see a trade right back before another trade happens. Now Redacted down to a 1v2 here. And the 2 players for Rizz are pretty much split up. Or actually, no, they're both on site at the moment.
Yeah, I think the spike's gonna get defused by Hegel. Will Grant pushes and it works perfectly. It's the shock bolt that will take Ballista down. And what a great comeback there. That was looking great for Redacted, but with Rizz getting a nice trade and a double there. Again, just kind of showing themselves to be maybe those early rounds were a little bit of warm-up, but now they're fully in the lead right now. They have the momentum.
They have the momentum. They have the economy on their side. Everyone on Redacted, less than 1,000 credits. A full buy coming out from them here. They needed to do it this round. They need something to go their way because one more round win for with Rizz does put them on game point. And now looks like we're going to get a full B rush here, except for one who's going to be peeking down mid to start.
Yeah, that mid might be to check the rotations. Grant in a sneaky smoke. It's a double. The player that could, the gold player, absolutely stepping up for the time of with Rizz. Now, yeah, this attack's been a complete mess. None of this has been traded out. They've lost so many of their team. Only one right now left in Ballista, and it's a flawless round for with Rizz. They not only have the momentum, but they're looking like champions right now.
Yeah, and right now, that's with Rizz's 6th straight round win here, and like, if I'm Redacted, like, I don't know what you could really do here. You're gonna have to force buy out here, but you're gonna really only be rocking with SMGs. You do see Zero there rocking with the Bulldog. Nick could potentially do something similar, but they're gonna go for, you know, the Spectre and just a full buy out there with armor. If you're with Rizz, you don't necessarily have to do anything drastic here. Just play the sites very smart. However, Delirious here, actually everyone on with Rizz here, gonna just rush straight into it, and so far, it's not working.
Oh, but Super Polar Bear, when there's a gun in their hands, anything can happen. The miracle player of with Rizz really stepping up, going for a TP there, as Grant's going to utilize that Sova ult. Super Polar Bear gets their third. On track for an ace right now.
Spike
if they
down
can
mid.
get Luke, that would be 4, but unfortunately Grant has ruined the opportunity, and so has Luke with getting that trade. But low health against 2, not got the spike in their hands is going to be very tough.
Very tough. We have seen Luke do some amazing things before. However, Grant, though, takes them out to end this one here. A 13-5 win there for with Rizz. An excellent performance from them on that first map.
Yeah, I think that final round had a little bit of flair as well. We're starting to see with Rizz, with that flick of the wrist, that little bit of panaz at the end with a rush from the defenders onto the attackers, and it worked out perfectly because you really didn't expect it after a full map of not rushing out of defenders, and then all of a sudden you've got Super Polar Bear just tearing your team up. Oh boy, with Rizz looked really good the longer that went.
Yeah, I mean, they really did. And just looking at kind of some of the sets I tried to write down throughout that entire thing, with Rizz really did take advantage of every time they were able to get first blood on all 13 rounds they won. They only really won 4 or 5 rounds, you know, when they were not the team to get first blood there. And also with Rizz, only did not plant the bomb 1 round that entire time they were attacking. So they were really, really efficient with getting onto those sites and getting everything set up. Redacted, however, like, they just struggled to get anything going once with Rizz had pretty much balanced out that economy. And once they were able to buy out round after round, it seemed like with Rizz was a better team overall.
Yeah, and like chat mentioned, a very defender-heavy map, and once that side switched with that advantage, it was going to be tough to come back from. And with Rizz, they took that advantage and they ran all the way home with it, and giving themselves the point here in this best of 3. So it's going to be interesting to see. Of course, that does mean it is match point already, and I believe, I could be wrong, that Redacted now get to choose the map. So they could be going on to something a little bit more their style.
I believe we know what map the second one will be. I believe it is Icebox, if I remember.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, there is no map choice. I think they just set out 3 maps. However, I believe, are we going to be taking a 5-minute break here? Yeah, so we are
It
gonna.
looks like it is.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break here and be right back with map number 2 in this series.
Hello and welcome back to the Tranquility Valorant Cup, the match between Redacted and Free with Rizz. We'll continue here with Rizz in the lead right now. It's match point also because it's a best of 3 and we will be heading to Icebox. Dex, do you think Icebox will change things for Redacted, or are Rizz just too hard to beat right now?
I mean, Redacted just needs, like I said before we went to break, like it seemed like once the economies kind of got, even back out and both teams were able to kind of buy out, with Rizz was able to kind of just, consistently win rounds, and it really hurt with Rizz there. I mean, Redacted, just for that reason there. I think if Redacted can try to keep those economies in their favor, or at least very, very close, I think Redacted does have a chance. But if with Rizz can just continue just dominating the economy on whatever side it is they're on, I feel like they're a tough team to beat.
Definitely. Economy is the big word because, with those repeat wins, like you're saying, like it's so hard to get out of that hole. And Redacted, they found some things that worked a little, but often with Rizz, they were just more ready to adapt and bring something out of the box as we enter our pick stage.
Yeah, and we go right back into it now. Like you see with Rizz here, I believe they're on the left side here, but like we can talk about some players from that last map. So, Super Polar Bear and Grant for, I believe that is with Rizz that's on the right side there. Because I believe they're on that team. Yeah, they're on that. So with Rizz is on the right there. Yeah. Super Polar Bear carry their team, but Grant, you talked about lowest player on their team rank wise, but second best player scoreboard wise as well. Actually second best player in that game last time with an econ rating of 97. 19 kills, 7 assists, only 10 deaths. They had a great showing in that first game.
Yeah, you love to see a player with a little bit lower rank absolutely stepping up to the plate and showing right now that they're not a Sova 1 trick. They've actually picked a different agent this time. So I wonder if that strength will continue here for Grant, or maybe it was just a Sova character that they're very strong and attuned with. However, we will find it out. It's a little hard with Redacted to kind of know their full kind of team skill rating because they do have 3 players who are unranked. So it's a little tougher to gauge exactly where they are skill-wise, but we're going to say it's not uncompetitive, right? They are able to do trades and kind of make fights competitive. It's just overall, with Rizz, just seem to have it on lock at the moment.
Yeah, and with Rizz gonna be starting here on the attacking side, I believe that this scoreboard will be fixed here in a moment. But, I mean, they started up on the attacking side last round, or last map as well. And while it was very back and forth to start for them, towards the end of their attacking round, they really picked it up, winning the last winning the last 4 out of 5 rounds on their attacking side there on that first maps. So, you know, they might be kind of slow to start off here, but once they get going, they could be a very, very scary team. And it looks like they're going to go with a straight A rush here.
Yep, coming in with strength. Grant being the point of the spear right into Shotty, but oh, Zero looked away right at that moment. That's unfortunate, but really you can't be looking away when you hold an angle like that. Spike's gonna go down as Grant plants it, and yeah, there it is. Rizz with that control on A. Look, well, find Hagel, however, trying to trade things up. Very low on health, however. So is the Jet player. Super Polar Bear here holding this angle on defense.
Look at it. 2 kills coming right back. Another 2 kills traded right back as well. Super Polar Bear able to find 2 more. Now it's a 1v2 favorable for them.
Yeah, very favorable. However, that Jet player is a little bit low. Defuse is going to come out, but is not going to be enough. Yeah, Rizz heard that, and Delirious, well, she took them out.
Yeah, just a good round there with Rizz. Even though they lost 3 of their members in it, they had an excellent start there from Grant, able to find that first pick onto Zero, who had that shorty there, and they were in the prime position to actually, you know, get some use out of it, but just an unfortunate look away for them really was the start of the downfall there for Redacted. Now it looks like with Rizz, gonna potentially maybe do a B rush here with some splitting mid.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more split. Oh, never mind. They're all going down mid, other than Nick right now. Sorry, not Nick, but they do come on. Could be Nick trying to take down Grant, but completely ignored Hagel, who was there with that Marshall. Monami also going to find Mormon, and right now, B is looking very scantily held there by the defenders. Only 3 of them. That KO goes so low in that acid, and it's not looking too good for the defenders right now. They're 3 against 5 with Rizz. Are going to get this bomb down. Woo. Ballista going to get taken out. Yeah, Delirious finding it. Looks trying to trade it out, but at this moment it's 1v4, and yeah, Zero's not going to be able to take that out. Does find 2 in the end, but overall with Rizz looking very strong.
Yeah, just picking up right where they left off on that last map here. 2 quick round wins here, and like honestly, they played them very good so far. Really nothing to complain about from with Rizz. Redacted on the other hand, just a couple of, you know, unfortunate things there. We saw the Jet there have an angle to potentially find first blood there for Redacted, and they just weren't able to get the kill, and we instead see, I believe it was Hagel there find a kill there with the Marshall to kind of open up everything with Rizz. Now, you know, we kind of see a very, very split, you know, play here coming out from with Rizz. 2 going into A, 2 kind of hanging around mid, and 1 making their way towards B right now. Zero, though, does spot 1, and Grant, though, able to find a first blood here for Redacted. This is probably the opening they need to really, really capitalize on.
Yeah, Grant being that point runner is really working out for them. However, they do have 1 player still at B. They have a feeling that something could be going on here. Yeah, Mormon comes up huge, comes up massive with a double frag. Not going to get traded out at all. Now with Rizz are in a very tough position because they do not have that spike at A. They're going to have to come round with a rotate.
Yeah, Mormon, their top fragger from that first map there. Best player for them right there. And, you know, picking up 2 kills right there does give them the advantage right now. 4v3. We're starting to see Super Polar Bear kind of rotate around. Zero backing up into him. An unfortunate play coming out there gives Super Polar Bear a Vandal, and they have been scary with that in the past.
Yeah, you gotta watch your 6, especially when there's a Polar Bear on the loose. Oh, Delirious finding Mormon. 3-2 right now in terms of the numbers. With Rizz, just need to take down Batesa here, and they will secure it. They don't even need to plant. 1 versus 3. Smoke comes up, but that sprint right into someone. Oh no! The polar bear takes them out, getting 3 in total that round.
You know, as someone who plays Neon a lot, I can completely understand what happened there. It's still kind of funny, but I sympathize there with Batsia. But with Rizz, even with being down early to start off that one, played it perfectly, played it slow, able to find a couple kills there. Actually, hell, they had Super Polar Bear rotate all the way through A and then back down mid, which is where they found Zero, and that kind of left them with a lot of openings to go there. Now it looks like a straight mid rush here. That Venom Bomb or Venom Orb comes out for them there, and they're just gonna try to rush down this corridor here, and Hagel able to take out Batsia early there.
Yeah, gonna get fright. Yeah, great start, because you look down the barrel of 3 guns, it's not great. Flash comes out, actually hits 3 of them there, but not gonna be able to get the advantage with it. Nick, however, takes Delirious out of it with that Ghost. Is going to try and equalize. Nick coming up huge, only with a Ghost, but landing those shots is enough. And now the ultimate coming up. I don't recall what it's called.
I think it's Viper's Pit.
Viper's Pit. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty much going to help them control this side with Rizz, that is. Going to take Zero down, finds 3 in that round, and with Rizz, they're looking unbeatable.
Yeah, they are looking very, very scary right now. I mean, like, that was a good round from Redacted. They were able to find some picks there. However, the ultimate coming out from Super Polar Bear really kind of, struck some fear in them, as it should. It's a very scary ultimate, and we're already seeing a timeout here coming from Redacted. They don't want to go down 5 here early in this one. However, that Viper's Pit ultimate is scary once you get in it. Like, it, 1, damages you because it poisons you, and 2, the Viper that called it can see everyone that enters it. Like, it's a very, very hard thing to play around, and you need to try to take out the Viper as fast as you can. However, you saw Super Polar Bear in the right spot there that entire time.
Yeah, I remember the first time I was playing Valorant and I ended up in one of those. I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't make head for tails of it, and yeah, I just got eliminated real quick. It's a very good area control, like you said, and yeah, that just allowed them to really hold it down at B. And with this timeout, perhaps the side of Redacted are looking for a bit of a mental reset. It's a for-fun tournament, so I don't really think mental will really come into it. But still, when you're losing this badly at the start, you got to reset, right? You got to get yourself back into it, kind of jig yourself up and get ready to really make that kind of rebound, essentially.
Yeah, and right now, you're seeing with Rizz here, fully commit to A, and Redacted in a good spot to kind of counter this right now. They have 3 people in the vicinity of A, 1 watching down that B corridor, and 1 kind of just sitting around mid. And this is a really good opportunity for them to try to get a round win back here. The Killjoy ult does come out, though, and look at what it does to Redacted. Kind of forces them all away from this A site. And we're going to probably see a quick plant come out here from with Rizz.
Yeah, it's a big rush, and there's that spear point of Grant taking Zero out of it. No trades at all for the defense as they come back into it. That Killjoy, like you said, made so much space. There's an elimination. Hagel finds Luke, but Mormon trades it out, finding Monami. Trying to get into this one, and there's that Viper's Pit now for Redacted to try and find that spike. But shooting blindly, Delirious finding Nick. They know where the spike is, they know the areas to control. Oh, Bates actually finds Hagel there. Just peeking with that peeker's advantage. It's not land, so you do have to contend with
enemy remaining.
2 against 1 right now. And Super Polar Bear is just too good.
Yeah, Super Polar Bear sitting in that corner, kind of actually out of that Viper's Pit ultimate there, surprisingly. And they were just waiting for them to go after that bomb plant, which was put in a really good spot there in that upper area of the A site there. And once they went up there, everything just kind of fell apart for them. But that was a really good round for Redacted. They were able to finally get a little bit of an advantage. They got the ultimate to come out there from Mormon, and I feel like that really did help them. However, they pretty much bought out that round, and you're kind of seeing them go into a little bit of an econ round here now. You're seeing a lot of Buckies. You're seeing, I believe, a Spectre and a Marshall come out for them. So, and I believe we also see Nick here popping their ultimate to start it off, but that location or the recon ball just immediately spots them out.
Yeah, it's great information. Very important to have a good understanding of this map. Look at this scenario right now. Do either of these players know? Monami's not holding the angle where it's being held. It's yeah, Monami's walked right past it. Mormon still in the smoke, doesn't know, but it's gonna take out Grant. That's huge. Monami needs to turn around. Is actually gonna find Luke and will get Mormon. There's a double frag from Monami, and yeah, there's that economy differential. If a better gun there was in the hands of the person shooting them there, then they might have got the elimination, but unfortunately it didn't go that way.
Yeah, I mean, look at this right now. And one player I want to look at right now, Super Polar Bear, has not died yet.
Wow.
We've played 6 rounds. They have 9 kills, 3 assists. They are on a tear right now. Absolutely on one. They're the only player in this lobby right now that hasn't died yet. But, you know, you're starting to see Mormon and Luke kind of, you know, carrying their team right now. Nick, Batista, and Zero all still there. But Luke and Mormon are the two that I'm pretty much watching for Redacted here, since they were the top 2 on the scoreboard for them from their last map here. And they need to try to get something going here. They need to find a little bit of an early advantage here, not just a 1-kill advantage. They need to find a 2-kill advantage, in my opinion. As with Rizz here, teasing that they're going A, but they have 2 going mid and actually 1 rotating to B to make it 2 going B as well.
Oh, Monami's rotated. Could be aware that the Mormon's here, but Mormon is not checking that left angle. Gonna get sneak attacked. Meanwhile, at mid, Grant gonna find one also. That's 2 down for the defenders already. Now, you can tell they don't actually know where to go, and they've decided to go B. That might open it up, but the attackers, they're not quite sure of it. They're thinking of rotating, but now they're coming back to A. They realize it's completely open. They went for it, and there's Nick getting Monami with that headshot, with the Vandal, trying to equalize this one. Still the number advantage for the side of Rizz. That Spike's gonna get planted real short. And yeah, look at the defenders, the Redacted. They've realized, okay, they're not at B, they must be at A. They're rushing over. Hagel gonna find Luke. Only 2 now for the defenders. Delirious on this flank, might just catch them out. Just turn around, might see them. Delirious gets taken out, didn't see them quick enough. Zero with a nice frag. Free here on the defending side. Zero coming up big. It's 2 against 2 now as they walk onto point, but that Spike is in a very tough position to defuse. As they hear, they're trying to bait it out with that sound. But they've baited out this ultimate, but pushing is going to get taken out. Got damaged by the ult, I think, and then Grant finished it off, and finishing it off with a triple.
Yeah, just still very, very dominant so far with Rizz. Already 7 up in this one here. And again, we finally see Super Polar Bear, though. Caster's curse. They died.
Yes.
But, I mean, they don't have to really worry about it right now. Their team is, you know, look at it right now. 9, 9, 6, 6, and 5 kills all across the board. They are all, you know, putting in the work here. Mormon is really trying their best right now. 6 kills, most kills for this Redacted side. It looks like it's gonna be a full B rush here. Only 1 player is only on this B side right now for Redacted as they try to rotate out as the entirety of Rizz is breathing down on them.
Yeah, very smart. You don't want the entire team breathing down your neck, so kind of going for a kind of resets exactly the type of plan that you want to be seeing. However, Nick's gonna go down as that Spike's getting planted up. Oh, but that molly, the acid there takes them out of it. Now, though, Rizz, that's a trade and a half, getting most of the team down, and there goes 0 to that Phantom, and Super Polar Bear entering again a bit of a kill streak.
I mean, hey, once one ends, another one is, you always want another one to start right after one ends, and you know, 2 kills now. But again, like, Redacted is just struggling right now. Like, they don't know whether or not to set people to try to split it up, 2 on B, 2 on A, and maybe 1 watching mid. And you're looking at right now, 3 are pretty much watching A, 1 is kind of watching middle, and 1's kind of just, and 1 is really hard just watching B. And, you see with Rizz here doing a split kind of push here, 2 going A, actually 3 going A now and 2 going mid. And still just the numbers advantage, just even on A, but mid is in their favor right now before 1 rotates back to A.
Yeah. And, a bit of a change of the plan here. Mormon's actually going real quick with it. Got a shot, might get someone caught out. You see Delirious there. Does have the Marshal. Oh, takes out the pistol.
Spike
Used the
down
knife to
A.
get out of it, but didn't realize someone was right behind them.
One enemy
Gonna
remaining.
trade it out. Neck with the shorty. It's a shotgun round, and this might just be the first time that they get a point here in Icebox and start to turn it into their momentum. But guess who is the last player?
Why do I hear boss music? Super Polar Bear is absolutely the worst player you would want to have be in a 4v1 situation right now if you are redacted. However, 4v1, once one person spots him, you have the spike. You just have to play around the spike and just be smart with your
30
peeks
seconds
and,
left.
going after him. You don't want to go after him one after another here. You want to try to go at him with maybe 1-2 people at a time, but Mormon will be able to see him, and it's lucky and good that Mormon is one of the players alive right now for redacted. Their highest scoring player now, but Batsief falls first here.
Yeah, actually
10
planning to go
seconds
in
left.
with only 11 seconds left in that stat. 4K now for Nick, almost an ace with a shotgun. That's exactly what you wanted if you're redacted.
Yeah, and your goal right now for redacted, try to ease the bleeding here a little bit. Try to make sure you don't let Rizz here get into that double-digit score before the halftime break here. So you need to win these next 3 really to give yourself the best shot here on offense here. Because if this is a very offensive side map, like Rizz has kind of shown it to be, at least so far, the tables or the favors need to. Oh, wow, I cannot speak at the moment, but you just want to try to give yourself the best opportunities going into the next half.
Yes. May those tables have turned. Nick with an AWP takes Delirious out. What a gamble to have an AWP on the field right now when you don't have that great of an economy, but it's coming up big right now. Rizz, they're getting caught off guard. There's a sort of like newfound freshness, aggression in the side of with Rizz right now, and you can see that with this rotate also. Bit of a mid fight there. Mormon going to get the better of Polar Bear, and that's pretty much their best player out of it. Grant goes down, and it's only Hagel. It's only but time. Could this be flawless? It is.
What? Just a great response here from Redacted. They go down 8-0. They get a very, very good round from everyone. And you talked about Nick buying that up. Hey, when you get 4 kills with a Bucky, hell yeah, buy that up. You are running around with all the energy, all the power in your hands right there. Go from a shotgun to a sniper rifle, and they made it work there. Now, like I said, you want to try to stop and ease the bleeding here. If you can win these next 2 rounds, only be going down 4 into that second half, it would be a lot better than going down at 10, even 12 with how it was looking to start out. So Redacted, finding these last 2 rounds here has been great for them.
Absolutely, and they forced. I believe this is the first time out for with Rizz. This is the first time where they've had to kind of stop themselves and say, "Okay, let's reassess." Maybe they were being a little too cocky, but whatever Redacted has found within themselves right now, they should really keep it up. The energy is huge right now, and it's exactly what you want to see with pretty much a near complete reverse sweep, right? You need to basically make as few mistakes as possible for the rest of this map.
Yeah, and now that they finally won a round, turning into a second round here as we say hi to the Penguins, they want to try to carry this momentum they have. They have 3 ultimates ready right now. One of them being that Viper's Pit there. You have the Jet ultimate and you have the Neon ultimate, which, as a Neon player, when I play this game, kind of not good, but that might just be me. You just need to play it smart here. You finally have some momentum going your way. Don't all lose it here in 1 round.
Absolutely. And you can see patience, both sides, after that timeout. They're very well aware that the strategies may have changed. Look at this, holding a complete line formation on a defense right now. They're definitely leaning to B side with the spike there. throw up a smoke, but what do you think of this change of pace?
I like this change of pace actually from Rizz because they want Redacted to make the first move here, to make the first mistake, and you might be seeing it right now with Mormon here popping the ultimate out early. That's going to kind of let Rizz know, like, hey, B site is not our site. Let's go A, and look at that immediately. All 5 rotate to A, and now the 2 who are currently, or really the 3 who are currently sitting watching B, quickly need to rotate to A, or they're going to be at such a numbers disadvantage. There's no way they're going to have a shot this round.
Yeah, they can sense the opportunity. With Rizz have just absolutely bounded right onto the point of A, getting that spike down. The 2 defenders, they have backed up, they've been smart about it, and now they've regrouped. They are going to have to fight back into it, but Delirious, she's in such a good position. Nick, however, has got that up, gets that one shot. Oh, plunges right into the Venom and gets taken out. That op is off the board right now. You see Beta with this Neon ultimate looking to try and get this last member of with Rizz out. It's Super Polar Bear, however. You know it can be big. It's 1v1. Zero needs to find this spike or find Super Polar Bear. There's the bait. Knows someone somewhere. Needs to go for it. And there it is. The clutch from Super Polar Bear finding a triple.
Triple kill clutch there
Last
for them.
round
3v
before the
1v3
switch.
there. Last round now, and again, Redacted needs to win this one, really, to stop the bleeding. Go only down 6 into the next half would be their best bet at the moment right now. And they had a great opportunity there to win that last round, a 1v3. However, that ultimate from Super Polar Bear, just, we saw it be a problem already earlier in this round, or in this half. And again, they were in the perfect spot, sitting up there on the high ground. That ultimate really only gets everyone down to 1 health, so it's not a lot of damage Super Polar Bear needed to put in to take care of those last 3 members of Redacted. And now, look at it again. They have 3 people going A. They're really looking like they're going to go A. Only 1 person right now for Rizz sitting on B, 2 sitting mid, and 1 or 2 sitting A. So I feel like Redacted is expecting the A push here. But Nick finds another early kill here with the op.
Yeah, might not have expected another operator to be on the board, but at these late rounds of this half, you probably should have. Nick has opened it up, and yeah, there's no chance of a trade. Smoke's gonna come up mid here, as now definitely a B rotate. They're well aware of it. You see, backing up, Mormon is waiting for those numbers to come into their favor as the defenders from A push round. Delirious has this ult set up, got those knives ready to find someone in the skull. The operator has rotated on the long. They are off B. Mormon finds Delirious, only free for with Rizz right now. They do have still up, and I said it just as Mormon takes them out. It's 2 against 5 right now. Eagle, however, finds Mormon. That's exactly the type of player you want to take out. Their star player. Speaking of, Super Polar Bear goes down, and there it is. That's another point towards Redacted.
Yeah, Redacted doing a great job there in those last couple rounds. Able to take 3.
Sides.
But now, switching sides, Redacted needs to have a great offensive side or attacking side right now. And, you know, I want to point out, I want to talk about Nick here. Nick has come alive this game. 10 kills already. They only had 4 in that first one. So they are picking up some slack here, you know, as some of their other players are are struggling at the moment. But right now, it's really Super Polar Bear, Munami kind of carrying the team right now forward with Rizz, Hagel, Delirious, and Grant all there. But Super Polar Bear has been the most consistent player throughout this entire night. Same with Mormon. The top 2 scoreboard players for both their teams, or scoring players for both their teams, still currently sitting at the top right now for their teams going into the second half. But Redacted, though, looks like they're going to go A to start here. 3 players for Rizz going A right now. So they very much expect this kind of A push.
Yeah, it's very aggressive. However, Monami was very ready for it. Trade comes out, but Grant finding one. There's another trade. Look, quite swift with that ghost. Gonna get the plan also inside of the smoke here as, oh, look at that. Someone's all the way in the back. One of the defenders, it's Grant, has went for a massive flank. Might just take out Mormon also.
1 enemy remaining.
Does! That's free. could go for a fourth here, a Super Polar Bear. Yep, gonna get that fourth, and there's the defuse. Grant was the absolute superstar there for the defense.
Yeah, 4 kills there for Grant to start off on the defensive side. A great start for Rizz and Redacted. I mean, they lost a player first, but they were able to get the bomb planted there on the A site. However, it was in such an awkward position that when they started to lose numbers there and it was a 3v1, the bomb could easily have just been defused right away, even with Grant in that backline. Zero, I believe, was the last member alive for Redacted. Just couldn't even see the bomb to try to stop the defuse.
Yeah, and I really liked Grant going for that aggressive rotate. You really caught the attackers off guard. Redacted just didn't expect it at all, and that's how Grant got so much done with it. There was a Marshall opener, Hagel finding 0. It's going to be tough now to push in, but that is a trade. Nick finds the trade onto Monami. Is going to pick up a bit of a better gun. Got that Bulldog now. Still kind of flashing A. Does want to try and bait them to B, however, but no one is at B. You can't bait someone if they just aren't there. Meanwhile, 2 at mid, looking for a bit of a catch out. Yep, gonna get caught out. Luke caught with that rotate. That spike's down. This is a tough position for the attackers, and 2 of them are on the complete other side of the map.
So unfortunate there for Redacted. They had the B site open, but the spike was at A. And Nick having that spike, or trying to get that spike, dies for it now. But one here goes for the gun swap there, and that was not what they needed to do there.
Yeah, and you know, you are going to get caught out when you are in that position. Grant needs to be careful here. It's 1 against 2. Super Polar Bear, however, almost had the shot. Almost had it with that jump. Still looking down mid with this Marshall. Got the range advantage. Takes a shot. It is a bit of a raided back and forth, but yeah, that's enough damage to finish off the Ghost.
Yeah, and what could have been if we did see that kill come out there on a Super Polar Bear, because we would have been able to see Redacted though there get the spike, and they could have gone either way there, because I would imagine the 1 member left alive for Rizz would have expected a plant. However, it looks like Redacted gonna take a timeout here. You know, only 1 point away from map and series point right now, and you know, they have to try to come up with something. They're able to get kills here. That was something they struggled with doing in their first couple rounds on the defensive side. The offensive side, they've done a good job so far getting kills. However, it's just, you know, a little bit of an unfortunate plays. We could easily look back at the last round there. They had 2 people go to B, no one there. However, they did not have the spike. And that was really the start of the downfall for them there in that last round.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that the side of Redacted have a few players who are unranked, you know, this is great potential here from a lot of these players. You know, Nick stands out as one of them, as one of these unranked players who are just coming up massive for their team and kind of showing that maybe after this, maybe you could call this tournament warm-up and then go and get your rank, because I'm sure it will be decent, because they've shown themselves to be quite capable of taking on even Super Polar Bear at some points.
Yeah, and like I talked about Nick already, he is one of those players that has had the biggest turnaround from the first game to the second game. Only 4 kills in that first game. He's almost tripled it in this game with 11 right now. Like, he has stepped up big time. It's just, it seemed like Rizz absolutely carried that momentum from the first map into the second one. Delirious has a good angle here, while it seems like Redacted here wants to go on a B rush.
Yeah, and they have noticed it, and actually Redacted going to take that B rush into a bit of an A split for now. Actually backing off of it to fully support that A push. You see the defenders at A, they're aware that this could happen. They're still here, they haven't rotated. And yeah, now I think it's pretty much confirmed to them. Oh, nice shot there by the Polar Bear themselves with the Marshall. And that will not be traded. That's a disaster already for the attacking team of Redacted. You pretty much can't make any major mistakes right now. You're up against the series being over. You see those defenders flopping around. A nice flank here. Delirious finds 0. Monami getting Betsa. Now it's only 2 against 5. is an impossible scenario, especially with this big flank. However, Luke finds Delirious. Bit of a turnaround. And he finds the trade. The Sheriff working wonders, but not enough.
I mean, if there was 2 players you wanted to have alive for Redacted in that last round there, or to be last alive, Mormon and Luke are 2 very good players to have be last alive. But again, just going down so fast there was the biggest problem. It was, like we said, a 2v5. If they could have kept, one player up a little bit longer, it might have helped them out there a little bit. But now, game series point right now with Rizz. Redacted needs to win 9 points in a row here to get something to go their way here, or to even try to get this one back in their favor.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for sure to, hold in here, because you pretty much need to do a complete cap. I think the feed has... Yeah, we've lost our feed there, but we will be working on getting that back very quickly for you. A tough spot to have a bit of technical issues, but do you think Redacted have it in them to go on a streak of, what is it, they need 10?
Yeah, 10 to win. 9 to tie, 10 to win. I mean, I think anything is possible. We saw with Rizz win 8 in a row before we saw Redacted win 1. So I think there's a chance. There's always a chance if you believe there is. But right now, it's a really, really uphill battle for them, with Rizz still looking very, very strong at the moment. Redacted just needs to get 1 to go their way, and maybe that gets the ball rolling for them.
Yeah, a miracle might just be what we observed today. Could very well be. Redacted definitely need 1 if they are going to come back. That's an unflattering pause for myself. But hey ho. I think, with Rizz, they're kind of shown themselves to be quite a strong team to contend with. And obviously, it's a for-fun tournament, so lots of players are kind of all over the place with their ranks and their team. But in terms of how Rizz are playing, even their lower-ranked members like Grant are really getting showcased a lot.
And I can let you know right now that they did play that next round, and it did end right there in that next round with Rizz winning it and winning the overall series there 2-0, but 13-3 in that last one. Super Polar Bear, only 4 deaths, 20 kills, dropping the only 20 bomb of the night here. However, Mormon tried their hardest, Nick tried their hardest as well to keep their team in it. It was just a little bit too much too early from Rizz for Redacted to get really any foothold on Icebox.
Yeah, and of course, folks, it is unfortunate that unfortunately, we had a bit of a technical issue right at the last point, but I mean, the writing was on the wall, really, so, you didn't really miss anything that was too shocking. And we have got the end scoreboard there, and Mormon actually coming up with the highest average combat score for the side that lost, and given how much Redacted lost by, that is a big feat in itself for Mormon as a player.
Yeah, I would have expected Super Polar Bear to win that there, but Mormon 16 kills, 14 deaths there, really tried their hardest to keep their team in this in that map there. Nick, however, I really want to talk about Nick here. 13 kills overall, up from the 4 they had in that first game right there. That's a 9 kill difference from one game to the next. That's the biggest turnaround of anyone in the series tonight, and Nick really did well on Icebox here. It's just unfortunate that the team just kind of struggled throughout it.
Yeah, and Nick was vital in those few rounds that they did win on Icebox. Was one of those players that really turned it around, most notably with that operator and catching a few of the Rizz members off with just instant picks, instant eliminations. And yeah, well, however, with Rizz has won. That's 2-0 for with Rizz. And, they're looking good. I haven't been able to see any of the other teams so far, but I'm excited to dive into the Valorant. We're both Overwatch casters, right? So
this was fun. I have to say this was fun. Even not completely understanding everything about this game, or really knowing a lot of the characters, like this was fun to watch and the cast. But just talking about some of these other players here, Super Polar Bear, the highest ranked player in this one. Not a surprise, they were on top really in both maps here. First in that second one, second on this second map. I believe they had in total 43 kills over the 2 maps.
Ooh. Nasty.
Yeah, so really putting their team on their back there. But Momnani, Grant, Hagel, Delirious, they all stepped up in rounds and throughout both maps here to really help their team out.
Yeah, definitely. And, Grant might not have been the second highest fragger in their team that round, but they did have the joint highest amount of first bloods. I kind of called them the point of the spear a few times, and that's because in a lot of their attacking rounds there on Icebox, Grant was the forerunner right at the start of that push and getting a lot of those entry eliminations. And again, as Grant being the lowest ranked players on the other side, that is quite good. But we do have some information about other winners. And that is the winners of the giveaway, not the game. I guess drum roll, please. But the winners of the giveaway are Apathy and Main Ixie. So congratulations for the giveaway winners today. That is Apathy and Manixie. I hope. If I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. But that's Manixzy.
I would have said them the exact same way, man. So me and you are both on this boat.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Oh, it's been fun. You know, we haven't been able to dive deep. So if we missed any Giga Brain moments and you noticed it, then we apologize. But you know what? We can only know what we know, right? You know, we ourselves are not, you know, massive AIs that can pull on the internet and come up with everything, you know. But you know what? This is a good start, and you know what? I enjoyed myself. I think the players did too.
Yeah, like you said, it's a for-fun tournament. I think everyone really had a lot of fun here tonight from both these teams. I imagine both teams, or at least Redacted, kind of wanted to be a little bit closer, maybe go to that third map, kind of duke it out there, but with Rizz, just carry the momentum through that first map into that second map so there would not be a third map. But yeah, this was a great night overall.
Absolutely. Well, I believe that is the end of today's Valorant broadcast. Congratulations to Colon3 with Rizz on the win. I'm excited to see more of the Valorant Cup, and congratulations to the giveaway winners. Also, I've been Geo, joined by Dextron, and we will see you next time. Good night, folks.
you.